Hey, thanks for joining us today. Again, thank you for joining A Compton Cop. Today I got some company with me, an old partner of mine that's, I'm going to introduce you to him, Randy Polis. And he's been one of my partners back when he came on, I want to say in 92?
91,
91, yeah, 92.
Right about there.
You want to contact me, please contact me at the points on the camera here. Narcos at comptoncop.com, or you can email or go to comptoncop.com and leave me your information. I'll contact you.
Yeah, I'm Randy Poulos. Came on in Compton in 91. I was a pilot before I was a cop.
Right, that's right.
So I was teaching cops how to fly.
Nice.
And they said, hey, there's no money in this, man. Why don't you become a cop? So I'm like, all right, where'd I go? They said, Compton. They got an opening. And I'm like, all right. I had no idea what I was getting into.
Right.
No idea. Man.
Well, it was a eye-opening, just pie face.
Oh, yeah.
Thrown in your face, man. Thrown out there.
They made it seem like, oh, it's a cool job. It's a great gig. As soon as you get out of the academy, you come in, your first day. Oh, what an awakening. It was crazy. I mean, even the language was different. I mean, I was so West Covina, white boy. I had no idea. I would have to ask my tio, what do they say? What do you mean you finally? What does that mean? What does that mean?
He DFO'd, man.
Yeah.
He DFO'd.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what DFO means done fell out. You know? And we have to call fire and paramedics out there to revive them.
Oh my God. They earn their money.
Different language, a whole new thing. I think when Randy started, I was in Narcos at the time, and then I came back out to patrol for a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
And then went back in.
Yeah.
But,
it was a great gig though. You know, you learn at first. You're shocked. You're overwhelmed. And you almost think, hey man, do I need to do this? Do I want to quit? And you go, no. But then everything, you're behind the curve for like maybe probably about 3 months.
Oh yeah.
Then you start seeing things. Then you start being welcomed into the group once you start, taking down guys and doing the right thing. Then you get this fever of, oh, I love this place.
Right.
And it just becomes I couldn't wait to go to work.
Yeah.
It took me a few years to get, kind of what they say, the burnout level of, man, and then you realize you're never saving anybody. You're never really going to save anybody.
You hit it right on the money,
yeah,
man.
It's just a job.
The next monster pops up.
Right. It's just a call to a call to a call.
Like I asked Paul the other day, man, my old partner Paul Mason, how many calls would we handle a night, man, when we were in patrol?
Oh, yeah.
15, 20?
At least.
And
we kiss off all the barking dog calls all the time. That's why they hated us so much.
Remember Bahama Mama would call all the time on Bahama? They selling drugs again. You got to come out here. They selling drugs. I'm going to kill that mother. Oh, Jesus. Yes, Mrs. Bahama Mama.
Yeah.
We'll be out there.
It was crazy.
But your first night in patrol, Randy, what did you... Who was your training officer the first night, and what shift were you on?
I think I had Officer Page. So we were kind of on the slow boat there.
Was that day shift?
Yeah. No, it was PMs.
He was on PMs?
Yeah, he was on PMs for a little bit.
Yeah.
But, he showed me, report writing and the things, and showed me all the girls, and, he was pretty cool. He was good. Yeah. But then I got Gary Eves.
Oh yeah.
Now that turned into some exciting times. He was the man after a gun.
If what I remember, Gary Eves, big white boy.
Big white boy.
He was, you compared him about big as Mark, our buddy Mark Anderson.
Yeah, not quite as big as Burrell, but he was pretty good size. I mean,
great guy, nice guy, man. Never had an issue with him. He always treated me, but when we were rookies, at least when I was a rookie. He did give me a little bit of flack.
Yeah.
They all did.
Yeah, they did.
But he was a great guy.
Yeah, he was a really good guy. I came on with Eddie Aguirre, and Eddie Aguirre, so he had, I guess it's Officer Reynolds back then, when it was Sergeant Reynolds now, Fred Reynolds. And man, that guy was a gift. That guy could write.
Yeah.
And that guy, matter of fact, he ended up turning into a sergeant in homicide for the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. And Eddie went along with him.
Right.
I mean, they both could write. I mean, I wish I had him for the writing skills. He did an excellent job of his trainees for that era
He
of
did.
time.
I remember riding with Fred on Graveyard, and we had some good times.
Yeah.
And some bad times.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
You always do.
Yeah, they all have the ego.
But he was a gifted
yeah.
cop. Like I said, there was only a certain few that knew how to write. And Eddie took on the gift too.
Eddie did
Eddie
too.
can write, and was very good in narcotics. gangs.
Eddie was a very well-rounded officer, man, and deputy. I mean, he did it all. He was great in everything. Right. So I came on at that time, and I had Gary, and he had Fred, and we went our own ways. We kind of we went after guns. Fred and them went after other things, guns too. But it was but when we would match reports, I would have to look over his report and go, damn.
Well, the smart
how
thing.
you know these words?
Right?
Yeah, it was good. Whoa! But yeah, we had good times, man. So,
well, get back to when you were with Eves, you were on PM shift then.
Right.
You went to swing shift, huh?
didn't have a clue. All I knew was I was told to remember every street you turn down. You better look up and you better remember that street, because if you don't, you're going to be running.
Oh yeah.
And so that's the only thing that really placed it in my mind, like on the first day.
Every corner you turn, you better be looking at where you're at, man.
And I'm like, Grape Street, and they were all easy names, so it wasn't too bad.
Avenues were north and south.
Yeah.
Streets were east and west.
That was
pretty
easy. Yeah.
And you really got. But I have to say, back in the day when the city of Compton was first formed as a city, they did such a great job in lining up the streets,
right?
And the 100 block, the 200 block, and then it's separated at 600 and 700 block, and then all the way to Central, and they really put some thought into building that city.
Well,
back then.
If you really look at the city, and when I became the sheriff deputy, I was a pilot. All those streets, north and south, east and west, they all run through Carson. They all run through East LA. So they all run kind of parallel to everything else, and it's really easy. Once you know Compton, you knew all the major streets almost.
But hey, bro,
on every city.
I wanted to point something out. You just saw that. What you saw. He had an eagle's view from up top, so he can tell you, the view from there and how he saw the city and how it ran like that. I never really thought about that. How it ran that far. Like you would take Alameda all the way to county jail.
Right.
Remember that?
Yep. And all those majors were like that. Yeah. So it was pretty easy.
Right.
But once you learned it, I knew pretty much most of the cities that surrounded it when I became a deputy. So it worked out pretty good for me.
Good.
But on that first nights for Lee Eves, Eves would go, "Hey man, you see that guy toss a gun?" And I don't know. I think I'm still looking at the dashboard. I'm like, "Whoa, where?" And I was like, "This guy got eyes in the back of his head. How does he know this?" Or he would just stop the car and run. He goes, "Run with me." I'm running. I have no idea what I'm running at. And he's like, and he tackles some dude, and he goes, the gat's on the refrigerator. And I'm like, what's a gat? I'm like, what?
It's a whole new another language you got to learn, right?
No, it's not the gun, the gun. You saw that? Oh, it was unbelievable. I mean, they were all gifted. I mean, they did it so much. And they did it with ease. It made you look stupid. I mean,
but we can't throw the book at our face so much, man, because they were in the same boat when they came on.
Oh yeah, no, it's true.
And thank God we had guys like that taught us. Like again, when I first came on, man, my first TO was Farrar and and then Slaughter, but
Dougie Fresh.
Yeah, man, Dougie Fresh, And
no joke, didn't he wear like the long coat, or didn't he wear like a
he stuck with a revolver, man, and so they had different TOs had different styles,
right?